Hey guys, so today I'm going to give you a brief breakdown of how to use the smart money concepts. So, if you're not familiar with the smart money concepts, this is how you would basically put it on your chart. You would go up here to indicators and then you would type in smart and then right here. And once you type in smart, you'll see smart money concepts by Lutz Algo. You can favorite it so it'll be easier for you to pull it up. But once you actually put it on the chart and then you get it loaded up, this is how I actually use it, and I'm actually profitable with it as well. Um, I use it on many different pairs, GBP USD. I also use it on Bitcoin as well. Um, as you can see, this was the last Bitcoin trade that I got off of Smart Money Concepts as well. Uh, I deleted that off the chart, but this is the way that I like to do it. So just using Bitcoin for instance, I like to start off on the 1 hour, and I look here, and these are the key first two confirmations that I look for. How you see how it says weak high, strong low, that means that the market is bullish. That's what gave me that buy, like I said that I previously had. Um, I go to the higher time frame, which would be the 2 hour time chart. Same thing, weak high, strong low. So it's confirming that it's bullish as well on the 2 hour. Go to the 3 hour chart. It says strong high, weak, strong low, weak high. So it's let me know it's bullish on the 3 hour chart. And then on the 4 hour chart, same thing, strong low, weak high. So how I find my entries on here, if I was to backdate it and let's just replay the charts, this is how I would find my entries. So let's just say I pulled it up on a 4 hour chart and I see a strong high, a weak high, strong low. I would go for a buy position, right? So I would look for an entry off of these zones. I would place my entry about right here, and I'll put my stop loss right below the strong low, and then I'll put my take profit. I try to always do at least a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3, so that way, whenever I do lose, I'm still in profit. For every time I'm right, I'm in profit enough to be wrong twice before I'm back at break even. So if we was to just replay this, let's see if price came back down to my entry. All right. Well, in this situation, price came down, almost hitting my entry. So in situations like this, once you get these new zones, that's whenever I look for my new entries, right? So even if I was to replay it back to this proportion right here, once this level would have popped up, I would have then moved my entry to right here, and then I would have either had just put my stop loss right below this zone. I wouldn't have took it all the way down here because, well, that would have made it a 1 to 1 ratio. As long as it's 1 to 1, I pay attention to my ratios. And then right here, we can hit play. See if price would have came back down to the zone. As you can see, it did. And then from there, let's see if it would have came up and smacked TP and broke that weak high. And as you see, it would have smacked take profit right here. So right here, I would have re-entered. So let's just pause it. So right here, I would have re-entered off of this zone. Would have put it right below the last zone. So then this right here would have been like a 1 to 3 or 1 to 4. And as you can see right here, we still in profit. And then let's see if we would have won this trade. This right here was a 1 to 4. And this is where we at now in the market. So right here, I could have maybe been looking for a second entry off of this zone, same stop loss, but that's just the easier way to explain it. Um, like I said, I also use this on the smaller time frames as well. So even on the 1 hour, let's delete this, wait for everything to load. So off of the 1 hour, let's replay this. So on the 1 hour, we're getting weak high, strong low. We kind of already got the entry right here. And then on this one, let's go for another long position. We're gonna put it right here. And like I said, if my target was to break this weak high, I could put it all the way up here to the weak high, and then I could move my stop loss down a little bit, still giving me that 1-to-2 ratio. The safest stop loss would have been below this zone, but just for this video, I'm gonna do maybe a 1-to-3. All right, and then we're gonna press play. See how this would have played out on the 1 hour. So even on the 1 hour, it would have came down and had hit the SL. But like I was saying, the safest zone to place it at would be below this strong low. So if I was to, let's just pause the video. If I was to actually put it below this strong low, and if I would have went with a 1-to-1 ratio, this trade would have still been valid. And as you can see, take profit would have got hit. So that's the easiest way to use it. I try to use my higher time frames. I'm more of a swing trader. So what I try to do is I try to actually look for better positions closer to this strong low. So if I was gonna take this off the daily chart, I would have easily just put an alert right here. I would have put an alert right here, so whenever price would have returned, I could have entered from right here and took it all the way back up to that weak high. Something similar to what I'm doing on gold as well. Just like as you can see right here on gold, I have this strong high and we have a weak low. The weak low is actually down here. All right. So right here, this is what I'm doing. And if you look on the 1 hour chart, let's just see what it says on the 1 hour chart. I haven't came back and checked it. But on the 1 hour chart, now it has switched. It says weak high, strong low on the 1 hour. On the 2 hour chart, it says weak high, so that would be a strong low. On the 3 hour chart, it says weak high, strong low. On the 4 hour chart, it's still saying weak high and strong low. So on the 1 through 4, it's still saying bullish. So I will maybe exit this trade. Because the only one that's saying that it's bearish is the daily. So from here, I'm going to look for smaller time frames, which will maybe give me an entry point to be able to buy. So for next week, I'll be looking to enter somewhere around here. So I've got my alert set up to be able to enter a buy from this zone for the continuation up, which will hopefully go like this. Price will maybe come up to here, you know, making higher lows down to my entry zone to continue up. So that's how you use the smart money concepts. And if you have any questions, you can always inbox me, and I can help you as well. Peace.